Hello, this is Victor bringing here a new review, a new first reading. This time we're going to make a look to the Chaos Space Marine Codex for Warhammer 40,000. This is my first army ever that I collected in Warhammer, in any of the two Warhammer 40,000 of Fantasy in the past, or no Age of Sigmar. So I started really in this hobby with Battletech, and then the first army I started collecting later on was Chaos Space Marine. So let's make a look from 2nd edition. It started now. Here we have the 9th edition Codex. I like this type of comic cover, right? You will see that we see more of this inside, and then just make a look what we have inside. It's a very thick book. Okay, we are talking about 185 pages, so it's really a thick one. It's one of the big codexes for Warhammer 40,000, and there is a lot of stuff here because they talk about all the legions. So here you have the rules for all the legions in Chaos, except Thousand Sons, Nargle. It's called. I forgot the name. Oh, Death Guard. Okay, Thousand Sons, Death Guard, and War Eaters are not here. Okay, so the rest you will find them here. So you can see. We will have first part that will be the background. We are going to have a showcase in the middle, and then the last part, that is the longest one, more than 100 pages, is about rules, because we have rules for a lot of different options. And you can see this artwork. I really like this artwork, and this, yeah, it's really interesting. Here we start having how all start, right, with the Horus Heresy. So the seeds of treachery. And then we have Abaddon, the spoiler. Again, you can see that I like a lot the quality of these books. Demons and the Warp. This type of comic looking like drawings or illustrations, really nice. Then we have the Traitor's Tarot. So a lot of background about the different things of the traitors. Okay, I won't go into each of them. You can see Imperium Nihil, so now we are on the modern times. So this is a very fast go through of the history, and then we have explanation of the different background of the different units, what they are, how they operate, the Lost and the Damned, so the cultists. We have a lot of new cultists here, and then we have the different legions. Black Legion, this is the Horus one. Okay, you can see it's the one that they put more information. War Bearers, Night Lords, Iron Warriors, Alpha Legion, my favorite one, but there is very little about my Alpha Legion. Emperor Children, so this means that Emperor Children will not have their own book soon. Okay, Fabius Bill, and Uron Blackhair and the Red Corsairs. Okay. This is Uron Blackhair. We have seen rules before for them. We will see now the Fabius Bill will have his own army organization. Okay, and then we have some of the war zones where they are acting. And yeah, you can see the Legacy of Renegades. And here you have some painting schemes, because a part of the first legions, you also have second and third foundations that they just went into Chaos. Okay, and they have also their own pattern colors. And then we go to the showcase, where we see, well, you can see here different ways to paint the Chaos Space Marines. Yeah, all the different paint jobs that you can have, and the different legions. So we have the Blackstone Fortress cultists. Okay, these are the new cultist units. Really interesting, very warp. Okay, all the showcase, the obliterators. So you have here, these are the possess, the new possess. Okay, so all, yeah, and then the different demon engines. So really a lot of artwork to enjoy as well. And then we go to the rules. Okay, So the rules, we are going to have the Battleforge rules, we are going to have the army rules, match play, crusade, data sheets, war gear, and points. Okay, and then in the end the reference. So first they show you what is the combat patrol. Here you have all the detachment abilities, and then you have the different marks rules. Okay, so this is the corn, the Rubik, the Thousand Sons, the Thench, Nurgle, and Slaanesh. Okay, so they call it as well as Slave to Darkness, like in the Age of Sigmar. But here you have, though the marks will give you some special rules, not only just the keyword. Then we have the different legion rules, starting with the Black Legion, and then each legion will have their own warlord legion trait, their own warlord traits. They have their specific stratagems and their specific relics. And you will have this for Black Legion, Warbearers, okay, you can see 2 pages of each, Night Lords, okay, Iron Warriors, Alpha Legion, Emperor Children, Red Corsairs, and Questions of Build. These are the ones that have less, you can see, have less information compared to the other ones. Okay, so you can see all this is legion by legion. Okay, so and then we have the generic stratagems for everybody. Okay, you can see there is quite, you will have a good amount. You have the marks of chaos, okay, and what they give. You have the generic relics that can be picked up by everybody, okay, there's a good amount of them. And then here we have the different disciplines, so the Dark Hereticus and the Malefic disciplines, and then we have as well the Praise to the Gods. Okay, these are all generics for everybody. And then we have as well the generic warlord traits. Okay, so you can see, you can make your, and then they have the secondary objectives that you will also find them now in the you remember that now with the new chapter proof, you have to use the ones in the chapter proof, but they are as well in the chapter proof. Okay, we have the crusade rules again, and here we are going to have as well a lot of different rules. The crusade rules are becoming more and more and more elaborated in book by book. They create a lot of with your own agendas, your own requisitions, and then you have your own battle traits and chaos bonds. So you have more the specific relics for them, and then you have even agendas and stuff by legion. So you have the Black Legion, the Warbearers, Night Lords, Iron Warriors, again Alpha Legion, Emperor Children, and Red Corsairs and Questions of Bile. Okay, so a lot of information for Crusade. So you can see that this is a book with a lot of fluff and a lot of rules for the different legions. So there is a lot of personalization here. Okay, and then we will go to the data sheets. Okay, so first we have the different abilities and rules that you can have, and we start with the data sheets, starting with Abaddon the Spoiler and the Harking World Claimer, that are from the Black Legion, and then we have Huron Blackhair from the Red Corsairs. We have the generic Demon Prince, the Fabius Build for the Fabius Build creations, right? We have the keyword Fabius Build creations, so Chaos Undivided, and Creations of Bile. Cypher, and then we have the generic Master Possession, Chaos Lord Interminator, Sorcerer Interminator, Lucius Eternal for the Emperor Children, the Lord Discordant and the Warthmid, the Dark Apostle, the Exalted Champion, and then we have the Dark Commune that is new, Okay, and then we go to the troops that we have: the legionnaires, the cultist mob, and the accursed cultist. Okay, so we have two types of cultists now. And this is a new unit, and the cultist mob was what we used to have in the past, but I think now they can take more weapons if I'm not wrong. So it's 11, so you can have a minimum 10, or you can go to 20. Every model is equipped with auto pistol, assault weapon, and frag and grenades. Any number of models can have auto pistol, blah blah blah. Okay, one cultist with auto pistol and brutal assault weapon can be replaced by one flamer. One cultist can have one heavy stabber, and one cultist can have one cultist grenade launcher. Okay, the cultist champions can replace by one can have a ball pistol. If the unit contains 15 or more models, you can select each of these war gear options a second time. So if you are 15 to 20, then you can have 2 flamers, 2 heavy stabbers, and 2 grenade launchers. So this is to match this is to match the layout that we have in the Blackstone Fortress. Probably they are trying to match the kits they have. Okay, so now we have the possess. The possess is 4 to 0, and then a possess champion, and there is not the exalted possess anymore. Okay, so we have the Chaos and Terminator Squad and the Master of Executions. These are elites of this. The Hellbrute, we have the Noise Marines. Okay, and then we go to fast attack. We start them with the Venom Crawler, Chaos Spawns, Chaos Vehicles, Chaos Bikes, Raptors and Warp Talons. Then on heavy support we have the Havoc's Obliterators, the Chaos Land Rider, the Chaos Vindicator, the Chaos Predator, the Chaos Predator Annihilator, so the Destructor and the Annihilator, and the Defiler. Then we have the Force Fiend and the Malor Fiend. This is a kit that you can do in the 2 kits, and then you have as a transport the Rhino, and as a flyer the Helldrake. Still, I think only with one shooting weapon. Yeah, you can have or the Bell Flamer or the Hates Autocannon. Then we have Lord of War, the Lord of Skulls. It's curious that this is still here. Okay, and then we have the Noctilic Crown, because this one can go in any Traitors starters, so you can put it in any legion that you want it. But it's a very core thing. Then we have the weapons. Okay, the weapons profiles and all the point values, and the reference and glossary. Okay, so normally a big book with a lot of information, a lot of new rules, and yeah, and I'm very excited to start using them in Crusade, because it's one of, I was waiting for this book, and I think it's time to have some more in-depth reading, and maybe put make my Crusade with the Alpha Legion, what is the one of my favorite legions. So yeah, that's all what I have in this book. I will not go into every unit, what it does and what it does not does. You have seen that the just Abaddon have been is no more stronger, is stronger than before. Okay, so they have improved the profile. Yeah, they have improved the, of course now we have 2 wounds finally, as all the Marines, right? So you can see Chaos Terminator has the 3 wounds, the Possessed have 3 wounds as well, so the Chosen have 3 wounds. Okay, so the Legionnaires have 2 wounds, and the only ones with 1 wound are the Cultists. Okay, so it's good to see that. And just looking now one thing, and wondering, I guess this will have 2 wounds as well, right? The Havocs have 2 wounds, Obliterators 5 wounds, so they have increased the number of wounds as as have they done for the normal Space Marines. So now this is updated, now it's in line with the other Space Marines rules. So that's all what I want to share here. I hope you like that. Please give a like if you have liked this fast review of the book. Let me know if you're interested in more in-depth analysis of the book. But be aware that I'm always looking at it from the point of view of a narrative player. I'm not really a competitive player. So that's all for now. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Give a like if you like it. Share if you think other people can be interested. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.